Bud Harrison.
Debbie Harrison, there's no light on.
Please say your name.
Harrison.
Thank you.
Steve Harrison.
Nathan, please say your name.
Nathan.
Kathy Jackson.
When they came for the pit bulls, I remained silent. Surely these dogs deserve death. This is an adaptation of the famous poem written by Martin Niemöller that expresses the majority of the population towards the American pit bull terriers today. Meanwhile, it was only a century ago that the pit bull breed was said to have been the archetype American canine. Despite the position they once held in their past arguments, are still being fought on a daily basis to destroy the entire breed of pit bulls through legislation. Using the same outlook Prospero used when he referred to Caliban in William Shakespeare's The Tempest. A devil, a born devil, and whose nature can never stick. Everywhere else, these dogs are being impounded and executed solely on the claim that they have and could be a potential danger to human beings. This is even applied to those who have never displayed an aggression. American pit bull terriers are known for their aggressive behavior and are one of the most victimized dog breeds in the world. Every day they are murdered because of bans that are being passed for their so-called intense aggression, and this must be stopped. It is easy to see from history that it was humans who created this aggression in the dogs and not the dogs themselves. There are plenty of American pit bull terriers that continue to live without ever biting another dog or human. Over the years, pit bulls have been a symbol of America. In World War I, Stubby a pit bull was the unofficial mascot of the 102nd Infantry Division and was credited for saving the lives of several of the human comrades. Stubby was awarded the rank of sergeant, awarded several medals, and became the mascot for Georgetown University. The American pit bull terrier is used in a variety of helping functions in society today. They perform as police dogs, search and rescue dogs, therapy dogs, and work on farms. The only negative parts about the breed are the very qualities that make the American pit bull terrier such an amazing breed. They are intelligent, loyal, courageous, protective, loving, and extremely trainable. It is because of these characteristics, however, that it makes them the most victimized breed. Their qualities attract criminals who train these poor dogs using brutal methods in order to fight other dogs to death and to protect their owners during drug deals. The most common method of training these dogs are beating, starvation, and taunting. Taunting usually involves using other pets, mainly dogs or cats, as bait in order to increase aggressive behaviors. Most of these dogs are put into exile so that socialization is completely impossible in order to further enhance their aggression. Over 95% of American pit bull terriers suffer from abuse and neglect. It is never heard about. All that is heard about is a small percent that backlash against society. According to the American Canine Temperament Testing Association, 82.5% of the pit bulls that took the test passed, compared to the 77% passing rate for all breeds on average. This breed is not the aggressive monster that the media portrays them as, and there is absolutely no genetic evidence that they are any more dangerous than other breeds. Although there are no accurate census records for the dog in the United States, pit bulls are estimated to comprise some 20 to 40% of the population. There is an estimated 53 million dogs in the United States alone, and assuming pit bulls make up 20% of that population, there would be about 10,600,000 pit bulls in our society. In 2007, 5 pit bulls were involved in one fatal attack. That is roughly one dog out of 2,120,000 of the pit bull population. These statistics alone should be enough to prove that these dogs do not deserve the treatment they have been facing for the past 3 decades. They clearly are not as aggressive as so many believe they are, and there is nowhere near enough factual evidence to support the murdering of these dogs that is committed on a daily basis. There are over 1,250,000 pit bulls killed in a shelter alone each year. This number does not account for those who are killed in much more brutal fashion by dog fighters or drug dealers. So there are actually an estimated 1,750,000 pit bulls that are killed each year. The number would drastically drop if only bans were released and restrictions were not intact. The amount of pit bulls seized from loving and caring families accounts for over a quarter of the ones who are killed by shelters. In many cases, this is taking a child, spouse, or best friend out of someone else's life and murdering them for no real cause. The bans that are currently poorly written and can be manipulated in any fashion that the persecution sees fit, making it even more wrong than it already is. For many counties that have some sort of legislation against the breed, a dog only has to conform to 3 characteristics of pit bulls in order for it to be killed. 3 characteristics from a list ranging from 15 to 27. I think even a human could possibly conform to 3 of the characteristics, such as an eye color, except for blue, almond-shaped eyes, and a harmonious vocal arrangement. The bands are too loosely written and can be used for spite by anyone. There are other options keeping the aggressive dogs from harming humans and other animals without having to continue on with the Holocaust we have been allowing. A pit bull ban is a generalization about a trait that is not in fact general. The previously mentioned quote sums about bans against the breed. The bans were placed to only weed out the aggressive dogs, but in turn gave legislation the right to attempt to eliminate an entire breed. There are numerous substitutions to breed-specific legislation acts. In Minnesota, State Representative John Heaton is offering a substitute bill minus the breed specification that he originally presented, which classifies all pit bulls as dangerous dogs. However, he has been persuaded by all of the dog owners' negative reactions and instead is seeking to pass a bill that will require owners of the dogs deemed dangerous by the already existing Dangerous Dogs Act to maintain a $250,000 dog liability insurance policy, submit to property inspections, and determine photographs of permanent markings on their pets. Simple laws such as this one would make a world of difference and would save hundreds of animals' lives each year. By spending less money on murdering the animals and more money on monitoring their owners' treatment of them, the breed would be able to clear up their reputation in under a decade. It is because most believe it is easier to blame and punish an animal than it is to blame and punish a human that the bans and restrictions were placed in the beginning. In reality, this is not true. By using a scapegoat and making humans realize that what they are doing is wrong, society will benefit from humans taking the blame. It will teach us once again how important and valuable the lives of each of the 5,000 pit bulls who are killed each day truly are. Those who fight against the American pit